Spider-Man Miles Morales was a complete 180. In the original PS4 game, Miles unfortunately got cursed with the Smash Bros cut.
Oh my god, baby. Oh my gosh, baby, the way she makes me.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Versus back here again with another video, a reaction video. And yo, man, today we're gonna be reacting to a video about black hair in video games. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm black. Black hair in video games has always been a very interesting kind of like under the radar topic in gaming, one of those subtopics that's always been a ongoing thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not Mr. Representation. I'm not one of those people who are just like weird about representation. I need to see myself in a video game for me to be able to enjoy a video game. I have to say, like, a good 99% of the time, I quite frankly don't really care. You know, I just really care about the story. Is the game good? Does the game play good? Does it look good? Does it feel good? That, you know, I just care about the objective things about the game. Representation has never been a make or break for me when it came to video games. But being a black man in this world, yeah, in the back of my mind, when it does come to things like games that have like avatar creation or character creation, and you do have the option to make a black character, and 9 times out of 10, yeah, I'm going to make a black character, or 10 times out of 10, I'm going to make a black character. And yeah, man, you just can't help but notice the hair options have historically been trash in gaming.
See what the haircuts is looking like. Okay, short afro. What is this? What is these haircuts? Oh my, what is this? This is a fade? No. Wait, this is supposed to pass for a fade? Oh my god, how far have we come in 2K, bro? What is... Bro, this scruffy chia pet looking thing supposed to pass for a fade?
You guys know what to do though. Before we dive into this, hit that like button, slap that subscribe button. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Shout out to all the new subs, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate you. Hope you stick around. I promise it's a good time. I say it all the time. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Instant that these tighter curls spring into the various mediums of art, communicated with game development, animation, and etc. It's unfortunate that I haven't seen too many examples of these styles being shown within the media. Okay, let me scratch that. There hasn't been too many times where I've seen positive portrayals of our hair in what we consume. Black consumers have been complaining about this for a while, but especially in video games, there's a frankly unacceptable disparity of black hairstyles compared to everybody else. We can have Edna Mode, Eren Yeager, and Light Yagami, but not even any locks. There's a video by Veritas Joe that perfectly captures our gripes with the bare bones quota that many studios try to meet. You know what, let me actually roll a clip.
Listen, if you can make fucking Shrek in this game, then why is the customization so limited for one easily implementable thing? Oh my god, Face Jab's character looks just like him. Yeah, that's the white gaming experience. See, I can't make that same tweet. I want to be a cool old-timey warrior with long, luxurious locks in my head. I can't make my character look like me, and I'm a bitch about it. Cause like, why? It's not fair. I don't want to have to like play 2K for good black hairstyles. I don't hate myself. I love myself. You never gonna see me on.
Wait, but hold up though. But like, no, 2K is not the benchmark for good hairstyles. 2K put in like new hairstyles probably like a couple 2Ks ago, maybe like 3 2Ks ago. They put in like some new hairstyles, but it's like really like maybe 3 of them if we're gonna keep it a buck. Like it's probably been maybe 3, 4, maybe they've added one more, but it's the same recycled hairstyles. They haven't added new ones. Their catalog or selection of like black hairstyles isn't that great. You know, it's pretty mid, but that just tells you how low the bar is for black hair in video games.
Let's start with probably the most involved and complicated medium here, gaming. Yep. Yeah, we're going there. Definitely the most laboring and stressful of art forms I'll be talking about today. This amalgamation of skill sets and experience with different genres hasn't exactly taken the time to put in more variety, other than the Jackson or Bernie Mac, with the exception of sports and fighting games.
Wait.
However, the surrounding optics
Oh,
aren't
wait,
flattering.
bro.
I'll tell you that much. Regardless, there are some good
Bro,
examples.
wait, hold on, bro. Hold on, dog. Yo, is he saying Mark look like Bernie Mac, bro? That's kind of funny.
Fortnite undoubtedly has some of the best black hair in all of
Fortnite?
gaming, doing better than most AAA titles. And no, I am not joking. As much as I have mixed feelings towards Epic Games, one thing they've yet to miss on is their cosmetics, specifically within Fortnite. The game's player base and public opinion has definitely fluctuated throughout its lifespan, but I've noticed that the usual defining factor that brings veteran players and such back are their skins, mainly their collabs. I mean, the Dragon Ball sets made C-Day come back and upload, so they definitely know what they're doing. That being said, I've noticed that Fortnite always made an effort to try and represent different groups of people, even back to the beginning of Battle Royale. When you think about it, notice how all the default skins from Chapter 1 onwards are of a different race, as well as randomized. While you don't necessarily have the choice to choose these characters, which is a bummer, on the chance that you get the default skin that most represents you, you might see a little bit of yourself in the game. I don't know.
I've never understood people that grasp so extremely to I must see myself in a video game. It's like I don't know, maybe it's because of the era that I was was raised in. So maybe that might have something to do with it. Maybe that's some newer like generation stuff, like my little brother's generation or whatever, Gen Z and all that representation thing matters so fucking much. And I'm not trying to minimize representation. That absolutely matters. You know, that does matter. You know, like I said, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna make a black like character. If there's character creation, I'm gonna make them, you know, black looking, you know, black representative with black characteristics and all that stuff. So it's not that it doesn't matter to me. It's just it's not a priority to me when it comes to my games. So I don't know, man. You know, that piece, but it is important for people to see themselves in video games or be able to make an Asian character, to make a black character, you know, like, you know, that does matter. And when studios put the effort in, you know, it is appreciated.
Give credit where credit is due. Like I mentioned previously, 2020 and onward, The Sims did step up their game, adding more skin tones and hair varieties. There's a DLC pack that dropped a few months ago at the time of making this, with Lacey Redway, a renowned hairstylist in the entertainment business, being put on board to design 5 different styles. And looking at some screenshots here, this is actually amazing stuff. There's an important detail
Okay.
within the last sentence, but
W
we'll get back to
hairstyles?
that point later on. However, the expansion pack is $40, almost a full price game.
$40.
So
Hold
that's
on,
more an
bro.
issue with EA
Hold
and
the
the Sims 4
fuck.
in general.
Hold on, bro. Time out. No. Nah, bro.
Telltale's The Walking Dead is what I believe to be a perfect example of expanding scope and variety within the passage of time. As the art style of the series improved, so did its diversity and character design, and I wish to quickly go over how much they grew, mainly focusing on seasons 1 and 4. By the way, I'm not talking about Clementine because...
Ugh, what did you do, dude?
well, we're not talking about Clementine. Instead, we're starting with Lee, and he looks alright. Now, it's important to mention that he's 37. I don't expect him to have the crispiest lineup, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Going into season 4, and besides the obvious graphical changes, the upgrades in hair variety is immaculate. Like, look at AJ. I know y'all see that fro. The textures and shapes really ties into the more realistic comic book style season 4 works with, giving a good sense of cohesion. Telltale didn't necessarily have bad attempts in the Walking Dead series, but pre-season 4, most notable characters usually had lower cuts, maybe an afro here and there. So I'm glad that season 4 stepped up this definition a little bit. They even lined up the zombies in the game.
Is there a Barbara Walker there? Are they really lining this up? This is crazy.
That's crazy.
Maybe they are human.
That's
Back to
funny.
the cohesion topic, I think there's an issue that games like The Sims face to match the styles of everything else. The fact that they use a cauliflower as a reference for the afro during the conceptual stage and still ended up with this, that is blasphemic. This video by BuzzFeed Multiplayer summarizes how embarrassing it was for EA to take as long as they did to start improving their cosmetics. However,
Wait,
I'll
hold
get
on,
back
hold
to the
on, hold on,
cohesion
time
of
out. Bro, let's just acknowledge how trash BuzzFeed is. When they did that video about, or like women ask men or ask like 70 something, it's like it was just a bunch of questions of women asking men, quote unquote, these dumbass questions that are so stereotypical and like narrow-minded and just so inaccurate.
Make women sit around and talk about men in movies.
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
Terrible. Just fucking terrible.
Yeah, Spider-Man
Okay.
Miles Morales was a complete 180. In the original PS4 game, Miles unfortunately got cursed with the Smash Bros cut. You've definitely seen it in the wild at some point. Chances are you, the viewer, may have rocked this back in the day as a kid and are probably experiencing secondhand embarrassment. It's truly an epidemic that needs to be addressed. I don't know, maybe in the future. However, when the Miles Morales teaser dropped in 2020 with the crispy lineup in the fade, there was unanimous praise. A redemption, if you will. And it isn't even necessarily the cut itself, as it is a low cut, but it's how it's executed.
It
with
is
the way
fresh.
the fade looks actually
That's
accurate
that's
and realistic. As Nathan said like 8 years ago, the process of finding a perfect barber for you can be described as a spiritual journey. Speaking of spirits,
Oh my God,
Hogwarts.
yes. That is such a true statement. Only a black man can understand the struggle that it is to find a barber that can line you up fresh and crispy and just with precision to find a bro. When I say, hey, bro, there was like a year period, bro, when I was like a haircut nomad, my guy. I went through like 6-7 barbers, bro, because my barber decided to move out of state. It was the most devastating time period for me. When I say I've had the most hideous haircuts I have had in my lifetime, in that time period, I almost lost hope, bro. I almost resorted to cutting my own damn hair because, bro, like, you just don't understand, man, the struggle when you just go to a barber. You give your hard-earned $20 back when, you know, haircuts used to be $20. Now they like $40, $50, $60 at this point. You just don't understand the pain and agony that you feel when you get a haircut and your barber cool. He makes you feel that his hospitality is 5 stars, but his haircut, the actual cut, the service that you go there for is like 2 stars, my nigga. 2 stars, my guy. Because, bro, you look in the mirror and your hairline has been pushed back to like fucking New York City. Bro, hairline way up here, my guy. Yo, my hairline down here, fam. Way up here, bro. I mean, just the pain you feel, like, bro, that's a tough like 2 to 3 weeks, bro. Just to get your hair, let your hair grow back.
Completely honest, I think the quality of some of these styles is better than 2K and FIFA. Different fros, different locks, different fades, actual volume,
Ooh,
and with adequate
wait,
amounts of
hold up.
detail.
Hold up. These fades are crispy. These fades are not. I didn't play Hogwarts, bro. I like the movies. I'm not a huge Harry Potter like fan though. Look at these locks. Yo, these locks are legit. I like those.
It's different fades.
Ew, look at that. That's nice. The kinks look good. Look at the straight hair. See, I'm telling you, man, as a curly haired guy, as a kinky haired guy, yeah, you got the curls, but you have the straight hair, bro. You have you have all the curls, but then you just have all of these random straight ass hairs that just refuse to curl, bro.
You can tell that the developers really cared about getting it right. But the last game I wish to talk about is Horizon Forbidden West and the conundrums surrounding some of the character designs. The design of Val is what I believe to be an accurate benchmark as to where a decent chunk of the industry plays currently within accuracy in gaming. At a quick glance, you may think that his hair is some heat, and you'd be right to an extent. The volume and length of these locks is crazy detailed, as with many of the models in the game from what I know of. himself. However, the excitement is dwindled when you realize that both his sides and his beard use the straight strands and textures. The
Oh
current
my
state
God,
I see
that's a
within the industry
travesty.
is that more studios are
That's a
trying and
travesty.
attempting to add more variety to represent more people, which is objectively a plus. However, few of these companies go beyond the bare bones defaults that we've been used to. If you're going to put in the effort, go all the way instead of giving 50%. The point is, there's more people trying than like 5 years ago, so that's a plus?
Bro, shout out to RDC, man. Bro, this skit, I remember this when they put out this skit. This shit was hilarious. But it's crazy, bro. It's so true. Like, bro, the lack of effort that goes into these games, bro. Like I said, I'm not Mr. Representation. But I would be so disingenuous if I said when it comes to character creation into a video game, I would be lying if I said that I'm not really disappointed or feel some kind of disappointment when I only see like 3-4 haircuts or hairstyles that are for, you know, a black character, and they're all some mid. Like, it's like Bandai is terrible at that. Any Japanese game, I'm not gonna lie, any Japanese game is terrible at black representation. And again, why would they? Because they make their games predominantly for Japanese people, right? But at the same time, I mean, it's just like just a little bit more effort to at least, like, how hard is it to get 8 to 10 hairstyles, you know, for black character creation? I don't know why it's such a afterthought, and I think that, you know, that's definitely the issue.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of this complacency, and I'm not really familiar with the realm of gaming in general, if I'm being honest. Basically, I'm not a gamer. I just play games.
Okay, so my guy just did like a little 10-minute, little 8-10 minute segment on you know, black hair and gaming. I think he could have gone a little bit more in depth, but like you said, he's not a gamer. What I will say is that, and a lot of people don't know because a lot of people don't play live because, you know, it's not popular. But NBA Live, actually, I would have to say, is the best representation for black hair. You know, that's what I will say. NBA Live has the best selection of black hairstyles that I have seen in any modern video game that has come out in a very long time. And you know, I will prove it. I will prove it right here and right now. This game came out in 2018, right? But look at the effort that is put into the sheer amount of black hair, like afro styles, you know, multiple afro styles, bro. Like, you got the regular afro, you got the twist for the fro. You know what I'm saying, look at this little twisted kind of like faux hawk situation. You know, got different colors too. You know what I'm saying? You got the afro twist, you know what I'm saying, with the highlight tips. Bro, you got this, you know what I'm saying, look at this fade with the part in it. Okay, you can make it blonde or brown. Like, it's just, bro, the effort that the EA team, and that's so funny how they didn't feel the need to like do that in Sims, but for 2K, I mean, not for 2K, but for NBA Live, bro, I mean, they went out of their way. Like, really. I mean, look at these locks. Look at these locks. You know, with the ponytail up. You got the locks, you know what I'm saying, with the single ponytail. You know, these are braids. These are kind of like the female styles. But still though, you know, like, again, just the sheer effort that they have put in to capture black hairstyles. You know, these, you know, we're kind of, like I said, these are more the kind of like the female style hairstyles, and now we're kind of into the white guy hairstyles, right? But the different kind of like braids, you know, cornrows, twists, you know what I'm saying, it's just, yeah, bro, like they put the effort in, bro. You know, look, you got the barrel locks style, got your regular short lock. Look, like, bro, like they like I said, man, this game has the best black hair representation that I've seen in a game, period. But in closing to this video, man, yeah, like, black people, we play video games. Okay, we're also consumers, man, and we kind of would like to be thought of when it comes to production of video games. Well, I mean, we know we're not the dominant white race, okay, where, you know, we know that America is like 70% white, and don't quote me on that, I'm just going off top of my head of what I remember the statistic is. But yeah, bro, black people, we consume video games too, and we just would like to have some options. You know, we would just like to have at least a minimum of at least 8 to 10 options. Like, how hard is it to do that? How hard is it to get 8 to 10 just black hairstyles to represent us? You know, it's not that hard. I think it's an interesting topic, man. You guys go into the comment section, let me know your thoughts on this, and yeah, man, I will catch you guys on the next video. And if you want to watch some more content, you can go ahead and somewhere on the screen right there, you can click right there and watch another video. I'm out.